just a robot.
Adventure Time is a pretty good show. I haven't seen every episode. Hell, I haven't even seen half of them. But from what I have seen, the show is very adventurous. I put the show right up there with Steven Universe and Gravity Falls. But unlike Gravity Falls, it has more than 2 seasons. And unlike Steven Universe, feminist and social justice warriors stay away from it.
Here's an idea. BMO from Adventure Time is expressive of feminism.
I spoke too soon.
Hey Jar, I hear this video involves BMO from Adventure Time. And since I do look like BMO, I should totally do this video with you.
No, Colt, I'm not going to let you be in this video with me.
Wait, what? Why not?
Because Shady Durags doesn't like you, and he finds you to be annoying, as do I.
So? That's one of your subscribers, and he's the only one who doesn't like me.
Yeah, but a subscriber has use to me, and you don't.
That's mean.
Never said I wasn't.
Right now, we're going to talk about BMO, who lives with Finn and Jake and is a thoughtful and sentient video game system. A surprising little gadget, BMO is made all the more intriguing because he doesn't have a strictly assigned gender.
That's cool. Neither do I. And do you know why that is? Because me and BMO are machines and we don't have biology. Well, technically I do because I have a human brain, and I really could check if I'm male or female by looking at the amount of gray matter and white matter. But I would rather keep that as a secret, even from myself.
BMO self-identifies as both male and female and loves other unclearly gendered objects. I wonder, could this make BMO a third-wave feminist?
No, of course not, and I'll give you 2 reasons why. Number 1, that wasn't the writer's intention. And number 2, BMO was actually likable. Remember when conservative Christians were saying, wow, this character is a really Christian character, with a lot of Christian values. Now it's feminists who are the ones that are doing that.
Now before we get much further, yes, we are going to talk about feminism. Not about the role or effectiveness of feminism, which, for the record, I'm 100% and completely for, but
buddy, I don't think you should ever be 100% for a movement. Every movement has some pretty dark stuff. I'm against feminism, but not 100%. There are some people that are feminist who I actually like.
my support of feminism has nothing to do with this video.
No. You being a feminist has everything to do with this. You wouldn't be making this video if you weren't a feminist. This is just like a Christian saying, you know, this character is really representative of Christian values. And no, me being a Christian has nothing to do with me saying that.
But about how gender and feminist theory might be applied to BMO, and once applied, what the effects might be. Which brings us presently to a very important question. What is third-wave feminism?
Third-wave feminism is something that's even worse than the Tea Party. They constantly complain about non-issues like manspreading. And they like to take credit for what the first and second wave of feminism has done.
Well, let's work our way there. First wave feminism was focused on institutionalized inequalities, like women gaining the right to vote, execute contracts, or own property. Second wave feminism broadened its focus to cultural inequalities, the treatment of women as generally inferior or unfit for tasks outside of the home.
So what you're saying is, unlike third wave feminism, the other two waves actually tackled real issues.
Third wave feminism's approach is even wider.
Yes, they do cover more issues. However, the issues they cover are either so irrelevant they're not worth talking about, or they're made up. Talk about quantity over quality.
Where many current feminists felt second-wave feminism focused on white, heterosexual women, third-wave feminism tries to account for women of all backgrounds, ethnicities, sexual orientations, and genders.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Do you mean men? No, of course you don't. You're a feminist. You would never say that. I'm going to assume you're talking about trans people, but even then, a trans woman still identifies as a female. I don't think you need to say women of all genders. I think you just need to say trans women.
Yes, you heard correctly. Women of all Genders. A central tenet of modern feminism is that gender is not as strictly embodied or experienced as our language or social structures make it out to be. The gender binary, that every person is strictly male or female, determined solely by their biology, isn't as straightforward as all of that. Something which David Bowie and Grace Jones clearly demonstrated in the 70s and 80s, but which for some reason we've distanced ourselves from. In Gender and Language, linguists Penelope Eckert and Sally McConnell-Genet say that it is our social world and not biology that insists on a binary classification.
Debatable at best, humans are a sexually dimorphic species, and we have observed gender roles in other sexually dimorphic species. For example, many female birds will watch the eggs while the male will hunt. Or, with lions, the female lion will hunt while the male lion will protect the pride. Are you going to tell me that those gender roles are socially enforced?
And on the permanence of that classification. They explain that gender discourse is about connecting concepts of woman and man grounded in reproductive biological theory and practice to a wide array of other theories and practices. This can be sort of frustrating for people who want to do things a little outside of their gender role, like women who want to cut their hair short or men who want to carry tote bags.
I really don't understand it when feminists say things like, "It's about time we start challenging gender roles." The reason why I don't understand it is because I think we're doing that now, with movies like Alien, Hunger Games, Mulan, and much more. This whole idea that there's no strong women in fiction is complete bullshit. Now, of course, there are many damsels in distress, but I'm so sick of movies and cartoons saying, "This show has a princess, but she's not an ordinary princess, she's a warrior." It's not even special anymore, it's the norm.
But it can be downright imprisoning for people who do not feel the gender their biology has assigned them.
At least he said that biology is the thing that assigns them their gender. I really hate it when SJWs say, "The doctor assigned them their gender."
A doctor took 5 seconds to look at your baby genitals and say, "You are going to be this person."
But then again, neither do R2-D2 or Rosie from the Jetsons, and there is no question about their gender or what's expected of them based on it.
Are you saying R2-D2 is supposed to be male or female? Because honestly, you can go either way with R2-D2. R2-D2 is more like a dog if anything else. As for Rose from the Jetsons, well,
Baby, let's talk about you and me.
Similarly, BMO does not express feminism. BMO is not a feminist mascot, he is simply expressive of some feminist ideals.
Oh look, Steven from Steven Universe likes to help people out. He is really representative of Christian values. I guess this makes Steven a Judeo-Christian.
They should be banned.
Oh, shit.
Now, he's not a Christian mascot, he's just expressive of some Christian ideas.
She is a silly little being who leads an awesome love-filled life with friends who think she is red hot like pizza supper, and oh, she might be male. Or female, or neither, or something else altogether. Whatever. No one needs to ask or challenge, and BMO doesn't need to defend because that is just who BMO is.
And BMO is a machine with no biology, so of course no one is going to question BMO's gender. It would be like questioning the gender of a microwave. I should probably stop. I don't want to give him some more ideas.
This is arguably the most forward-thinking thing about BMO's characterization by the creators of Adventure Time. By not radicalizing her gender situation, they make her totally normal, which she is. Well, except for the fact that she's a talking video game system.
Because there's nothing to radicalize. BMO is a machine.
What do you guys think? Is BMO expressive of feminism?
Good God in heaven, Ruby, there are just so very many ways for me to say this to you. Never, not in a million years, absolutely not. No way, Jose, no chance, Lance, and yet, negatory, nah, and of course my own personal favorite of all time, man falling off of a cliff. No!
Oh, Dr. Cox?
I really hated this video, but not so much for the feminist stuff, more for the really bad theory stuff. But at least it wasn't those, the main character is in a coma theory. God, I hate those.
My eyes have seen the glory of the cleansing of YouTube, debunking SJWs and feminazis too. We criticize reactionists in hopes they get the boot, just to roll our barges on.